The old world is cracking at the seams and ceases to make sense. Discover how to decode the secret map of the stars and transform the looming crisis into profound joy and the breakthrough year of your life. Can you feel that subtle, yet urgent tremor beneath the surface of reality? We stand on the threshold of 2026, a threshold of chaos, yes, but paradoxically, a time of immense vitality. This is a year for the brave hearts. While the old architecture crumbles, the universe prescribes a cure. It sends Jupiter into the radiant sign of Leo. The cosmos demands the impossible from us, to find a reason to celebrate life right in the eye of the storm. And make no mistake, it will not be free. Saturn and Neptune are rewriting the rules of the game, and what worked until now will cease to make sense. Many of you will ask, what is happening to my relationship? Why does the career I built for years suddenly feel empty? If you stay in the old tracks, 2026 will crush you. But if you understand the map the stars are drawing for you, this can be your absolute breakthrough year. Today we will scan all 12 signs through the lens of the coming year. We will look at the conflicts you must fight and the sweet resolutions awaiting the victors. Let us look into the face of destiny. Aries. 2026 begins with the feeling that you must grow up. Fast. You feel a weight on your shoulders that wasn't there before, and an internal voice telling you that playtime is over. Saturn, the planet of karma and trials, enters your sign, initiating a new 3-year cycle. Simultaneously, mystical Neptune enters the fray. It is a clash of concrete reality and total illusion, happening right inside your head. This pressure will stress test your relationships and your health. If you just attack blindly as you used to, you will hit a wall. Your typical impatience could literally become your executioner. Burnout is a real threat, or the frustrating sense of running in circles at full speed. The key is discipline fused with intuition. Financially, you will find relief as Uranus finally exits your house of money. This gives you room to breathe. Stop. Lilith might even tempt you toward a radical step, taking unpaid leave in the first half of the year to simply vanish into the world and gather visions. Regarding love, sharpen your senses between March 6th and March 30th. That is your golden window. But remember, your power this year is not in speed but in the endurance of a marathon runner. Taurus, you have survived years of Uranus demolishing your life, your home, and your certainties. You feel exhausted by constant change. And now, just when you think peace has arrived, a strange, urgent sensation hits your body and soul. Uranus finally leaves in April, which is a massive relief for your finances and stability. But be warned, Chiron, the archetype of the wounded healer, peeks into your sign. This is an alert. Your body will uncompromisingly present the bill for the stress of past years. If you ignore the call for rest and connection with nature, 2026 will force you to stop. And trust me, you do not want the universe to shift you from a vertical position to a horizontal one. The solution is a return to roots and radical self-care. 2 keywords for you: sleep and mental hygiene. Turn off your phone an hour before bed, or you will lose your mind. Relationships will stabilize, and if you are looking for love or deepening a bond, the most beautiful period awaits between March 30th and April 24th. Your mission in 2026 is not to build empires, but to repair your own temple, your body. Gemini, prepare to ride without a seatbelt. Everything that was stable until now can change overnight. Your mind will run at 200%, but your nervous system might not keep up. Uranus, the planet of revolution and electric shifts, enters your sign in April for 7 long years. This happens once in a lifetime. You face the risk of mental overload. Thoughts will scatter, sleep will deteriorate. You may tend to destroy relationships simply because you are bored, or throw away a career to move to the other side of the world on a whim. Chaos can become your master if you do not give it order. Use this voltage for creativity, not destruction. Write, speak, create. This is a year of genius. Financially, you have a strong period until June. Use it for investments and building assets, then be more cautious. And one more piece of advice: digital detox. In the summer, you must limit social media, or the information noise will consume you. Relationships need freedom. Give it to yourself and your partner. Cancers. The first half of the year looks like a fairy tale, but something darker bubbles beneath the surface. You feel a growing need to stop being the good one who takes care of everyone and always backs down for the sake of peace. Until June, Jupiter protects you. This is a time for love, success, and irresistible charm. The period from mid-May to the end of June is perfect for a romantic getaway. But then, Lilith, the wild woman who detests compromise, enters your house of relationships. You will stop enjoying the games of harmony. If you are in an unequal relationship, Lilith will force you to shatter it. You may shock those around you with sudden hardness and a refusal to care for others. Perhaps you will rebel against the role of the caregiver. And that is correct. Do not fear that wildness. 2026 demands authenticity from you. At work, more responsibility is rolling toward you. But if it starts to threaten your health, you must pull the emergency brake. Dedicate the summer to spas or deep rest. Leos. You are the main characters of 2026. But with a great role comes great drama. The universe points the spotlight at you, and not everything it illuminates will please you. This is a year of extremes. Jupiter enters your sign in the summer. That brings immense luck. But in August, specifically August 12th, a total solar eclipse occurs directly in Leo. This is a fateful crossroads. The eclipse can bring sudden endings or beginnings that you do not control. Your ego may take a hit. If you cling to control, the universe will rip it from your hands. Surrender to the flow. You have massive protection from the stars, but you must act with your heart, not your ego. The second half of the year is fantastic for conception of children or creative projects. But watch your physique. Jupiter likes to expand everything, including waistlines, so while you rest in the first half, adopt a strict athletic regime in the second. Risk it, but with humility. Virgos. Do you feel an emptiness in your daily routine? Do you feel like you are just completing tasks, but life is slipping through your fingers? 2026 will not allow you to just function anymore. Chiron moves into Taurus and opens your themes of deep healing. Uranus enters your house of career and status. Work purely for money will no longer suffice. You may experience sudden changes in employment or a feeling that your efforts so far were pointless. At home, friction may spark. Conflicts with offspring or neighbors could escalate if you cling too tightly to your rules. Perfectionism will become your number one enemy. Your medicine is spirituality and service that holds deeper meaning. Perhaps you will change fields. Perhaps you will start healing others. Relationships will be about soul connection. From September, Lilith whispers to you to be bolder in creativity and erotica. Maybe it is time to fulfill a dream of a child even without a partner, if that is what you feel. Do not fear imperfection. Therein lies your strength this year. Libras. Your theme of relationships receives an icy shower of reality in 2026. The rose-colored glasses fall, shatter on the ground, and you see the truth. It may be harsh, but it is healing. Saturn, the strict teacher, and Neptune, the planet of illusions, enter your house of partnership. This is an extremely powerful and rare constellation. Relationships standing on clay feet will collapse. Saturn does not forgive half measures. You may feel lonely even in a relationship or face a partner's crisis. But listen closely. What survives 2026 will survive anything. Saturn builds permanent values. It is like firing clay in a kiln. Only what does not crack under the heat becomes durable stoneware. Financially, be extremely cautious from October to November, when your ruler Venus goes retrograde. No major investments. If you are single, do not look for flings, look for commitment. Endure the pressure. You are building foundations for the next 30 years. Scorpios. For 7 years, you have had Uranus in your relationships. Instability, sudden breakups, shocks, twists. You are tired. 2026 brings silence. A silence that may initially feel deafening and terrifying. Uranus finally leaves your house of relationships in April. The storm is ending. But Lilith walks through your house of finance and asks, how much do you really need? That silence might scare you. Without drama, you suddenly don't know who you are. There is a risk you will create artificial problems just to feel that familiar intensity. Accept the calm. Your mantra for 2026 is, less is more. Get rid of things that bind you. Regarding health, be very careful with your back and infections. Saturn in the house of health requires discipline, not just paying for a gym membership. In love, seek depth without catastrophe. Your transformation is now happening inside, not through external dramas and broken plates. Sagittarius. In 2026, the rebel awakens within you. You will feel that everything restricts you: work, relationships, even your own plans and promises. Lilith, the black moon, transits your sign until September. This is pure, untamed energy that detests authority. Impulsive decisions threaten: quitting your job overnight, burning bridges, affairs. Your desire for freedom can hurt the people you love. In the summer, specifically around August 12th, it is better not to travel anywhere. The eclipse energy is too volatile. Find a release valve. Travel, outside of critical dates, play sports, create. But do not burn bridges you will need in 2027. Solve financial matters and taxes right away in January. You won't have the nerves for it later. From September, focus on financial independence. You might discover that your hobby can feed you better than sitting in a corporate office. Capricorns. You are used to handling everything alone, gritting your teeth, and pulling the load. But 2026 will force you to admit that you need others. Your usual hardness will collide with the softness of emotion. Jupiter is in your house of relationships for the first half of the year. This is the greatest luck in love in the last 12 years. But you might be terrified of that dependency. Once you open up to love, the fear of losing control arrives. Lilith in your sign in the autumn may bring a rebellion against your own vulnerability and a desire to flee into solitude. Do not do it. Open your heart. The first half year is ideal for weddings, engagements, or settling disputes. In finance and work, you must innovate. Get rid of paperwork, switch to digital tools, otherwise the times will roll over you. You may have to care for a family member, which will slow down your career. Accept this not as a defeat, but as a lesson in humanity. Aquarians. You are not changing, you are undergoing a metamorphosis. The old Aquarius dies, the new one is born. It is painful, intense, but absolutely necessary. Pluto, the planet of transformation, is firmly in your sign. Fate's lunar nodes and eclipses join in. Especially the one on February 17th will be potent. You are under the greatest pressure of the Zodiac. You may feel that destiny is dragging you. Relationships, work, health, everything is going through a process of death and rebirth. Resistance is futile and exhausting. Collaborate with Pluto. Let go of what needs to leave. From July 1st, Jupiter brings you immense support in love and partnership. A summer of love is coming. In the first half of the year, you have plenty of physical energy. Build muscle, exercise, get in shape. You will need that strength. You are in the process of forging a diamond. Hold on. The result will be worth it. Pisces. For the last few years, Saturn has crushed you. You felt old, tired, under pressure, and joyless. In 2026, you wake up as if from a bad dream. Saturn and Neptune leave your sign. The end of heavy karma. It is like taking off a lead vest. Energy shifts to the area of finances and values. Sudden freedom might catch you off guard. After years of pressure, you won't know what to do with free time. But watch your finances. Saturn moves into the house of money where he will demand order and savings. Relationships will take a new breath. Every new encounter in the first half of the year will have a touch of karma. These people enter your life for a specific reason. You may feel a desire to start your own business or retire early to have freedom. Listen to that voice. Your intuition will be clearer than ever before. It is time to start living, not just surviving. 2026 is not about what happens to you, but about how you respond to it. You hold the script. Now it is up to you how you play your story. Good luck.